Hi everyone, this is Ozark Mountain Mama Amber and
Tina,
and we are here for another episode of Doc Talk, and we are going to kind of piggyback on the last couple of episodes where we were discussing time management and changing and embracing change. So today we're going to talk about a growth mindset.
yes.
And so Tina, why don't you tell us what growth mindset means to you?
I think growth mindset means always looking for the lesson, always looking for a way to be growing, to be improving, becoming bigger, better, faster, smarter, more efficient. Anything that can be positive, a positive change in a forward direction. That to me is a growth mindset.
I like that.
Always looking for ways to be better.
And for me, my growth mindset, I'm just learning about all this stuff, but is living in the now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to improve myself where I'm at now, to continue to improve myself to be better in the future, even if that future is 1 hour from now or a day from now or a year from now.
Right.
I'm very goal oriented, so the growth, you always have to be able to grow, so and like I was saying, I'm still working on it, which as you said, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's always working on it. It's always working on something. So previously, we talked a little bit about our time management, and we talked about, as Amber said, we talked about change. And I really feel like adopting and having a growth mindset is the tool that helps you to really embrace change. So just as we talked about in our last episode, we had big plans for this year, and I had a big trip planned. And so what's the lesson for me now? Maybe that I need to slow down, and I need to realize that I'm not always in control of things, and I need to just appreciate what's happening to me right now.
Wow. That hits home a lot, because as we were saying, change, my whole calendar got changed, and we were busy, and now everything stopped.
Yeah.
Slow down, take your time. I like it.
The wind is making my eyes water. So if you're not familiar with a growth mindset, you probably have a little bit more of it than what you think that you do. I think most people, especially moms that are super busy, they're typically looking for ways to make their life easier, whether it's through calendars or meal planning or, shopping lists.
Right.
You're always in some way looking for a way to make something better. So just to apply that to your whole life is really what I think is really embracing a growth mindset. So a couple of things, if you're not for sure where to start with all of it, is to really take a self-assessment of yourself and of your attitude and of your life. What areas of your life do you feel like are going really well? What areas do you know need to be improved? Maybe it's your finances, maybe it's your health, maybe it's your relationship with someone, maybe it's your career. Maybe you need a career change. Also thinking about your values. And this is one, in my work, I've been an employment counselor, career advisor for about 13 years now. And so whenever I talk to people about, well, what do you value? What is important to you to have in your life? Most of them look at me and go, what do you mean? What is a value? So what's important to you? What's the thing that you have to have in your life to make you feel like you're fulfilled and that your life is going the way you think it should be? So for me, I think for a lot of people, I think it's money. And I think that's not necessarily the most effective place to place your value.
True.
But for me, it's having positive people around me. That's a huge one for me. Having honest people around me, having people that are going to help to motivate me and that want to move forward in their own life as well. Having the opportunity to use my God-given talents. That's something that I value. And if I don't have those things being met in my life, then I know that I'm not going to be happy. And then I have to figure out, well, what do I have to change so that I'm in a better position to have those values met? So if you're not for sure, that's a great place to start, is really with that self assessment. And I know also we previously talked about kicking out the bad stuff that's not working for you,
right,
to make room for the good stuff. And this is really where that connects. Getting rid of the things that you don't value,
right,
so that you have room for the things that you do value.
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I noticed this year, kind of when I was making my goals, which is your values too, but you just kind of specify them, is I really wanted to be there more for my husband this year, not only physically but emotionally too, to show him how much he's appreciated. I don't do that a lot. I work in a field with lots of men, and I'm the bossy woman, as they always say, and I have to really stick up for myself and really kind of be
you have to be tough.
You
have
yeah.
to be tough in
and
your
then
line of work.
then you come home and you bring that, and there are times when I would say really crappy things, or try to boss him, and you can't do that. He's your husband, and my value, God is first, but your husband is second. You chose him, so and then your family is next. I really feel so. My biggest value right now is just being there for him, and also like for my work, getting more respect from the men in my workplace and sticking up for myself. I don't have to be like the men. I'm a woman.
You're not supposed to be like them.
Yeah, I'm a woman, and so they should respect me how I am.
Right.
So and Tina, from Tina's job, she knows all about this growth mindset and stuff. So I'm still learning this. One of the other things someone had told me is don't compare your story to someone else's story. The place you're in now is not going to be anyone else's place. They're not going to be in that same position that you're in, either at home or at work or, with whatever you're dealing with. So don't compare your story with anyone else's. Don't compare your start to someone's end. Like, a friend of mine who is on YouTube, that's what she had said. Another thing, don't compare your start to where we're at in the middle or someone else's end. And
right.
I think that's a big thing. So my values, Tina already kind of said what she values, didn't you?
I think
list
so.
What your values
yeah.
are?
God, number one, like you said.
Yep.
Family, honesty, positivity, education. I think that's so important to be constantly learning, whether it's in a formal setting, or whether it's just that you pick up a gardening book because you want to have a better garden this year,
yep.
or you talk to someone who knows more about a topic than you do.
Yep.
That's important to me.
As we get older, though, you seek more of that. Like I've noticed in the last couple years that I really go find those books, to read or to listen to that teach me to be better. In all aspects, like you said, in gardening or fishing or at work or with your kids. Ask friends and family and strangers. I ask a lot of work people, hey, how do you do this? How do you, you got to ask the questions or you won't ever find any answers. So my values, some of my big values are respect and loyalty. Those are really big to me. Like she said, money isn't important. I mean, it's nice, but money's not everything.
No.
It can come and go like that. So your family, God, all that should come first. And then, so what do you not value, Tina? What's something that we talked about money? We don't really put a big value on money. You need it. We need it to survive. Everyone does.
Yeah. I don't value prestige. I really don't care if people know who I am or not. I don't value, I don't know. I feel like rather than focusing on what I don't value, I really try to focus on what I do value.
Right. For sure. I don't value others' opinions of me. Like I said, I work with a lot of men, and I know that I know people have opinions, and you know what? That's not for me to know. And who cares, you know? Yeah. And I don't really like to be bossed around. So then again, there's opinions, so I don't really care. And you shouldn't care about what other people think of you, because it's not your place.
Yeah, I think, and that was a huge thing for me when I finally got to the place in my life, because I am a little bit of a people pleaser.
Yes.
You know, I like for things to go smooth, and I don't like to rock the boat. But when I got to that place in my life where I realized that I just totally lost my train of thought.
Her values.
Yeah, that I don't care what people think about me. I don't care. You know, I
don't seek the prestige. That's what
I don't seek the prestige. I don't seek for you to necessarily have to agree or like me or even know my side of the whole story.
Right.
You know, there are some people that there are some situations I will just not put myself into, because I don't want to spend my energy on that. I want to spend my energy on things that are going to be positive and helpful and help me to move forward and help other people.
Right.
You know, and you can't help everyone. Some people don't have a growth mindset. Some people.
And that's why you've let go of a lot of people.
That is exactly.
Because she is a people person, and she's always trying to push you to be better. Mm-hmm. I feel like that. And I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a leader, even though I feel like that's so, I don't know, bossy to say that you're a leader, but that's more where I'm at. I'm a leader, and I'm a get things done type person. So I have to push Tina, come on, let's do this, or whatever, right now. Don't put it off, you know. So with that, is there anything else we need to talk about?
I don't think so. I think I really just feel like, you know, a lot of people may not know that they have a growth mindset.
Right.
But now that maybe you've taken a moment to think about it and do a little self-assessment, maybe you realize that you do, and that is something that you could focus on working more of that muscle to improve in times of change and times of difficulty.
For sure. Like she said, I didn't really realize that I had a growth mindset until you pointed it out.
Absolutely.
So now I try to find more positive things to work towards. So with that being said, we would like you guys to comment below on if you think you have a growth mindset or not, or what your values are. And then we just love being here talking with you guys, and we would like you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and just continue to watch us on our adventures. We have started fishing.
Yes, spring, good.
Spring fishing has started, and we're catching, so that's always good. And so this is Ozark Mountain Mama Amber
and Tina
out.